one that John McCain would continue is an America where we're divided from each other, a nation divided from the world. John continues to insist internationally we go it alone, and at home, John has now reached into that bag of Karl Rove politics, which is, I've known John a long time. It is genuinely, I mean this sincerely, it is genuinely disappointing. Genuinely disappointing that we continue to play this game. When Sarah Palin's in other parts of the country, she pulled it back and she talked about how it's good to be in the real America, the patriotic America, or a patriotic part of the country. Folks, we've got enough of this stuff. Enough of it. It doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be this way. Not if we recognize the urgency of the moment. Not if we have the courage to reject the course which has already so clearly failed. Not if we have the will to embrace the most enduring of American beliefs, sort of the story of Barack Obama's life. That enduring belief is we need not accept things the way they are. We can change them. I mean this literally. With your help, we can imagine and accomplish a much better future. So ask yourself, just imagine with me, imagine an America once again respecting the world, not merely for the example of its power, but for the power of its example. A president who's strong enough to confront our enemies, wise enough to enlist our allies, and sure enough to end this war in Iraq. Imagine a country where we free ourselves from the grip of the oligarchs of oil. Imagine a country that invests in our roads, our airports, our ports, creating 42,000 new jobs right here in Indiana alone. Imagine a country that encourages companies to stay in America, grow in America, and not give these tax base to go abroad. Imagine a country where everyone qualified to go to college can go without graduating with tens of thousands of dollars in debt. Imagine a country where there's affordable, accessible health care for every single American. We're going to bring back good jobs to our communities, where the middle class is fighting just to stay alive. That's the America Barack Obama and I will work tirelessly to build. You know, when the job is lost or a house is foreclosed on, it's an economic crisis. But it's a lot more than that, folks. It's a lot more than that. It's about that emotionally devastating moment of a father or a mother having to take that long walk up a short flight of stairs to their child's bedroom and say, honey, I'm sorry, but daddy lost his job, or mommy lost his job, and you're not going to be able to go back to the same school next year. Or honey, foreclosure means we can't stay in the house. We got to move. We're going to be okay, but we got to move. Ladies and gentlemen, that conversation has taken place in your state 47,000 times this year. 47,000 times. It's a conversation that I had with my dad when I was about 11 years old. He came up to my bedroom, my grandparents' home in Scranton, Pennsylvania, saying, honey, don't worry, it's going to be okay, but Dad's going to have to move. We looked how we got to Wilmington, Delaware. No jobs in Scranton. Well, ladies and gentlemen, A year later, commuting every weekend, Dad raised enough money, got us an apartment, we were able to move. But ladies and gentlemen, today, tens of thousands of Americans are facing that prospect. As I said, part of what we Democrats used to talk about, and Barack and I understand, it's not just the paycheck. It's the devastating impact on the family. We have an obligation. If we can go out, as we should, and try to help generate more, quote, capital liquidity in the markets, as they use the fancy term, on Wall Street, we ought to be able to help Walnut Street and all the streets here in Evansville. Woo! We can't wait. Barack and I don't think we can wait till January 20th, God willing, if we're sworn in. When the Congress gets back in session, we've got to act immediately. We're going back in December. Too many people are on the edge. We think there should be an absolute moratorium on all housing foreclosure in the United States of America. All the things I asked you to imagine, the one thing I want to make clear to you, they're totally, completely within our capacity to do it as a nation. The American people have never, ever let their country down. We've faced tougher times, but it requires leadership. You know, when I was growing up in Scranton and then in a little steel town called Claymont, Delaware, and eventually the suburbs of Wilmington, you know, the neighborhoods we grew up in were teeming with mothers and fathers who told us all, if we worked hard, if we played by the rules, if we were honest, if we loved our country, there wasn't anything we could not do. Nothing. In those darkest moments of my dad's transition, he never doubted he'd be able to provide a better life for his children than he had. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we believed it, and we did it. Barack and I, like many of you, know how much we owe this country. Barack was raised by a single mother and his grandparents. As I told you, my father had to leave Scranton, had some tough times. We've been through what a lot of you have been through. But in the face of all those struggles, Barack's family believed in this promise of America. They really, genuinely believed it. If anyone knows how much he owes the country, it's Barack. If anybody knows how much the country has done for him, it's Barack. Ladies and gentlemen, my family never doubted. They never doubted that American dream could be real for their children. And no, that's what mothers and fathers and neighborhoods all over America need to believe again. Because a lot of them have played by the rules. They've done everything right. And now they find that American dream literally receding from their grasp. They have genuine doubts whether or not their children will be in a similar situation. And folks, we cannot lose that. We have to. Our goal as president and vice president will be literally, not figuratively, to rekindle a genuine belief that it can be better again, to make it better again for our kids. You know, it's not enough. It's not enough. God willing, if we end up as president and vice president, it's not enough that we have the right policy. It's not enough that we, in fact, pass the right legislation. There's one more thing we need to do to meet our twin goals of restoring the middle class and regaining our reputation in the world. And that is, we have to unite this country. Now, I know it sounds corny, but the first